So before we talk about escalation, maybe one more off-ramp piece that I want to talk about, which is when the Russians announced that they had arrested 14 members of the REvil cyber criminal gang and that they had decommissioned that organization, which happened to be on the same day that presumably the Russians engaged in cyber attacks against the Ukrainian government, a number of its institutions. Do you think that is coincidence, or do you think that reflects some effort by the Russian government to provide an opportunity for diplomacy to work?
You know, when that happened, my initial thought was this may be a signal of de-escalation. You know, we've been trying to get the Russians to do more to control the cyber criminal groups that are functioning freely inside Russia's borders, primarily to Russia's own advantages most of the time. And the Russians have, kind of slowed any progress on that. They've done almost nothing. And all of a sudden you have this relatively significant development. But of course, everything that's happened since then has been signaling in the other direction once again, that perhaps this was a coincidence. I mean, maybe at the end of the day, this group got on the Kremlin's nerves and did something that the Kremlin didn't want them to do, and they put the kibosh on it finally. I usually, when people see strategy in something that the Kremlin does, I usually see some circumstantial reasons and coincidence, and maybe some incompetence here and there. So I think these were two separate events. I don't think the cyber, arrests of REvil actually were connected to the conversations that are happening in Ukraine.